Decentralized.Pictures Talent Cast. I am your host, Matt, and in studio we have the winners of the Kevin Smith Comedy Screenplay Award, Gabby Fiszman and Isabella RS. So good to see you two.
So good to see you, Matt. Great to be here.
Yeah, so I just saw some production photos earlier today, so I know that you've been really busy, moving forward with your screenplay, Holy Smokes. But before we dive into that, let's go back in time a little bit. So take us back to the winning moment. Comedy Screenplay Award, supported by the one, the only Kevin Smith, $40,000 to produce this short. So tell us about, submitting to DCP and the selection process and that big day where the announcement was made.
So when we found out about the project, it actually was from a friend of ours who also had submitted originally to DCP. And she was like, oh, there's this really cool contest that just came up. It's really up you guys' alley. We had written the feature for Holy Smokes like 4 years ago. At the time, it was like 3 years ago. And she was like, and we were excited about it. We had submitted it to some competitions. And she was like, you guys should totally check it out. Like, it's very up your alley. So we spent a long time like working on a proof of concept. We submitted it, and like the deadline for it like changed like I think once or twice. And every single time we were just like trying to rally as many people as we could. We were like, please vote for us, like support us. And it was awesome because a lot of people that we had never met before either, who were just on the platform, were giving us really good reviews. It was really exciting. So when we the days leading up to like the big decision, we were just genuinely thinking about it every single day. Like, this was all we talked about every single day for months. So when it was like about to end, we're like, what are we going to worry about? Like, we have nothing to worry about like after this is done. And we just kept like reassuring each other. We're like, look, like whatever is meant to happen will happen. I had class that day. And I remember my class actually ended the minute that we were supposed to be like on the live stream. So I asked to leave class early, and a bunch of people were like, why don't you just skip? And I was like, I need the distraction. Like, I'm going to like implode if I don't have something else to like focus on. And I remember I got home, we set up our dining room table, like in front, like we just made it look pretty. And our roommates were all standing actually on the other side of the monitor. And while we were sitting there, like waiting for the results, we were like holding each other's hands, like under the table. We were literally trembling. We were so scared. We didn't know what the response was going to be. But I remember like in the actual like live stream itself, people kept being like, oh, we want young talent. We kept like looking at each other being like, could that be us? Like, are we the youngest people that submitted to this? We were like, maybe it's us. But we're like, no, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. And then when we heard our names, before that even like process, a loading screen just came up, and we looked at each other and we were like, oh,
you're being brought up.
My God. And then we
Game on.
Yeah. And I talk a lot. And that was like the first time in my life I had nothing to say. I was like shocked by how much I had nothing to say. I was like speechless. And then we hung up. My family was like watching. My grandma was like, oh wow, you were like very composed, like you didn't freak out or anything. But as soon as that camera turned off, we were like screaming. There's a video of it. I'm sure we could send it to you if you want. But we're like,
so there was other people in the room with you? We had no idea. That's incredible. I mean, how did you get them to stay so quiet?
They were like looking at us, like they were just there for like the whole, like I think it was, I don't know how long, it was like 30 minutes, or it was pretty long. And they were just standing, staring at us the whole time. And it was kind of funny because we just like look up randomly, and they would just be like looking at us like that.
And they had their phones down.
They were ready for any reaction that we would have. So that was great to have that support. And I'm glad it didn't seem like that. We were trying to like keep it composed and
But
so. An incredible moment. It was a fun day for me, and I wasn't even the winner. So it was just it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. So let's talk a little bit about the story. Holy Smokes, the winning screenplay, submitted, voted on the platform, and then, has anything changed? So it was voted on, it was approved, it was winning screenplay. So has any story elements changed since that version?
Yeah, I mean, so kind of immediately after we ended up winning, we were in touch with our producers, Liz Destro and Daisy Green Stenhouse, and they gave us like amazing notes to help us do revisions on the script, and we kind of did a lot of them like right immediately after winning. And overall, the story didn't change too much. All of the core concepts are still there. The themes, the friendship, mainly what changes at early on, they asked to read the feature. And based on that, they recommended, and we kind of all agreed on incorporating the element of, funny enough, organ trafficking that's in the feature into the short in like a subtle way to kind of make it more unique, bring in some interesting tension and elements, different genre elements into it. And yeah, I mean, at the core, like the story is still about Lauren and Emma and their friendship, and about her journey, about purity culture, and just all of that is still there. It just now is a little bit more quirky, a little bit more unique. And yeah, it was just a great. And then Isabella and I obviously directed it together, and kind of it was just great to bring everything together, kind of finalizing the script. So especially like so early on, I think it just went really smoothly to get to that place sooner than I think we expected.
Yeah, it also, all the changes we made definitely, I think, differentiate it from other like female buddy comedies. I mean, not that there's very many, but from the ones that we see now, I think that the changes we made definitely makes it stand out more. Yeah, it definitely took a little bit of like a darker turn, but it made it more layered.
Yeah.
So that works really well for it. And we got great notes from them, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, awesome that you're working with Liz and Kevin, obviously experts in the field. So tell us about, moving from screenplay to production. Okay, so casting, crew, set design. Tell us about how all that unfolded.
Well, we finished the script pretty early on into after us winning. So, because we like got on it, like there wasn't like a huge break in between that. It was kind of like, okay, now we're kind of get started. And then obviously, I think like after that was when we were kind of just waiting for casting, and a lot of people were either on vacation or out of town or they were busy. So we were just waiting for a lot of those pieces to fall together. But of course, like once casting was figured out, like everything really started to just like fall into motion very, very, very quickly. But yeah, everyone who worked on it was amazing. Like every single cast member, it felt like they were born to play those roles. Like obviously they're actors, like that's like their job, but they were fantastic. Everyone on set was great. Marcus Menser, who was our DP, he was incredible. I am from like the screenwriting side of things, like that was my major in college, so I don't have like a lot of experience with camera stuff, but he was super patient, super committed to just helping us get our vision through, and he like set up like more than one shot per take sometimes, which really helped us like move very quickly and kept us on schedule. Yeah, the locations were amazing, and our set designer was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, all of those pieces really came together. I mean, we had like Isabel said, we had casting was kind of the slowest thing, but we had some crew earlier on who like stuck with us as we were like waiting to get the production, like the shooting dates locked. But yeah, like Isabella said, everyone was just so committed and so on board that it made that process of taking this like 4-year long passion project to the camera and to see it, on our little monitors, like that was such a rewarding process.
And also to see people as committed to what we were doing as like we were was honestly a dream come true. It was incredible.
Awesome. Incredible experience. So what about lessons learned? I mean, was there just experiences during production that you didn't expect, and things that you'll take going forward on your next project?
Yeah, I think for both of us, something new is that we've obviously co-written before. It's been years of us doing that in different capacities, but we have never co-directed before. So that was, and like really on a real production. So, I've directed a few projects, and for me, this was like the biggest scope thing. And Isabella was an amazing person to co-direct with. We collaborated super well together. And for me personally, I would say especially, Isabella mentioned it too already, but working with 2 camera setups and shooting comedy that way was like so essential and was so awesome, because it allowed us to get more coverage and to give us the extra time to capture the performances, but also moments of improv and things that actors brought, spontaneously during the takes. And yeah, for me, that was kind of like learning that and seeing that come to life was definitely the most inspiring to me. I'm sure Isabella has a different answer.
I mean, this was the first thing I had actually ever directed besides like little short films that I would just do like on my own. So I learned a lot from just like watching Gabby, who had like more experience, and also from just like observing people on set and how professional everyone was. And like everyone was like incredible. Like I felt like there was like nothing that, like, I don't know. I feel like someone at some point was like, oh, expect there to be like some hurdles, some hard things that happen here and there. I was like mentally prepared for like things to happen that could potentially be stressful. And there wasn't anything. Like people were just so calm, cool, collected. They were like very prepared to just do what they had to do. And everyone was like super collaborative and responsive to each other. It was really more about me just like learning how to kind of like fill the boots of like a director, because I had never really been in that position before. And it was interesting because at like the first take really that we were doing, like we were doing like a car scene first, and I was sitting in the car and I was like, oh, I don't know what to expect. I'm a little bit nervous. But I remember right after like the first like scene, after they performed it, I immediately knew what I wanted out of it. And it was great to have Gabby by me to like guide me and to like help me like gain like, I guess, more confidence to like vocalize and just be a director. And, she's great to collaborate with. Like we've been collaborating for a while, and yeah, it was honestly a dream. It was great.
Sounds like an amazing experience. I was expecting more problems, more drama, and I'm just like, it just sounds incredible.
Let's say at the end of our day at the gas station, the truck to refill the gas station showed up, and they were like, we're going to be an hour. And we were like, oh, that's awesome. We have like this many shots left. Great. So obviously like there are those little, like always at the end of the day, the planes like suddenly sirens. It's always at the like very last, like 2 hours when you're like you're trying to get those last shots. But that's like on every set. But like,
no one got stressed.
No,
I think
everyone
that was the big thing. Because I mean, if there's one stressed person, like people start to feed off of that, it becomes like a thing. But everyone was so like, we could do it.
We were having fun. We were laughing.
Shots.
Yeah, that was the best. Like laughing together, trying not to laugh while the camera was rolling or doing sound. So
that's a beautiful thing. Have a job, but have fun while doing the job as well. All right, so assuming there's no reshoots that need to occur, moving into post-production, have you started post yet, or is that still on the horizon?
On the horizon, yeah.
We started filming like a week ago today, which is kind of crazy because it feels like it's been a really long time. But I'm
sure like early August we'll really dive into that process, and we're really excited to see what the post team is gonna put together. We're so excited to see.
Tell us about the logistics of that. Who are you working with? How are you managing, moving forward with post-production?
Yeah. I mean, we have an editor, but Matt, we don't have like a lot of information right now because I think things are still being figured out. So unfortunately, there's not much we can really expand on that ourselves.
More to come. All right. We will patiently wait in the wings for post to unfold. So let's fast forward beyond post-production. You finalize everything. The film's good to go. So tell us about in a perfect world, where would you like to see this film premiere?
There's so many great options.
Oh yeah.
Definitely aiming for like one of the big festivals. Definitely, hopefully yeah, I mean, the world is full of possibilities. I think we're just excited to be able to put it out there and for people to see it.
Absolutely. Take it one step at a time, not get too far ahead of yourself here. Yeah. Well, that's excellent. I'm sure it's going to be featured in an amazing film festival. It sounds like you're well on your way already. So congratulations on your progress to date. So anything else? That's it for my questions. Anything you'd like to add about the experience?
I mean, definitely we just want to say we're thankful for Decentralized Pictures and you guys for supporting us, and of course to Kevin Smith and to our producers and to everyone who worked on this project and believed in us, and to all the community members who showed us support and were cheering for us. Yeah, I mean,
it's incredible that we're in this position to begin with, and yeah, everyone who supported us and saw our vision, thank you so much. And thank you for having like this platform available to so many like new filmmakers. Like it's actually incredible that this that we're here right now at 22 years old. It's just awesome.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So well awesome stuff, you two. Can't wait to see where it goes next, moving into post-production and then, finalizing the film and film festivals and all that. So lots to come, a lot of exciting events still in the future. So well, thank you again for joining Decentralized Pictures Talent Cast. For those that are watching and are new to the platform, please join us at Decentralized.Pictures. Jump into our Discord, start communicating with other filmmakers, participants on the platform, and you don't even have to be a filmmaker. You can jump onto Decentralized Pictures and create an account, start reviewing projects, earn some film credits, and be a part of the filmmaking process. So thank you again, Gabby, Isabella. We look forward to seeing you very soon and talking more about Holy Smokes. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.